Hi, welcome to Chook Chat. This Chook Chat we're doing a special on chicken poo. And I thought straight up I'd show you how a nifty little device can help stop getting chook poo on your shoes when you collect the eggs every day. So we are lucky enough to have access to the nesting boxes here and be able to collect the eggs from inside our shed. But there's one chook who continuously lays eggs in the corner of the coop. So I want to introduce you to this nifty little device, which is a spaghetti lifter that we've got on a very long length of bamboo. And I'll show you how we can access those hard to get at places. Excellent. You'll remember in an earlier Chook Chat we established a deep litter system under the roosts in the chicken coop. Well, this is the result of that. We've spread it out onto the berries now, which is and they're really responding very well. This is it. That's the deep litter, and we've put some seaweed on top as a top dressing. Beautiful, and the berries are loving it. We've taken all the deep litter off here and put that onto our berries. And there's other ways of introducing chicken poo to your garden. Fresh poo needs to be dealt with differently than aged poo. So fresh poo will make a slurry and put that onto our garden, and the aged poo we can use to make a chicken manure tea, which is a great way of watering young seedlings. So we'll take you through that. Fresh chicken poo. Chickens don't wee, so all of the urea that's released usually through the wee in other animals comes out in a solid mass in the chicken's poo. So it's very rich in nitrogen. So it has to be handled very carefully. You can't put this straight onto your garden, and you also need to be careful of the pathogens in chicken poo. So this fresh poo we're going to make a slurry and tip it onto our compost to age like that. So we'll just put some water onto that. Give it a good poke around. It'll help it break down more quickly if it's wet like that and tipped over your compost heap.
Okay.
I'll just tip that around there. and then water that in well. Here's how to make Chook Poo Tea. You need a large container, about 30-40 litres. A pillowcase, cotton, because then you can just put it in your compost afterwards. And your bucket of aged chicken manure. I'm going to pop that all in there. And you can either use some liquid seaweed, or I've got some seagrass that we gathered last weekend, so pop that in there too. That brings in a lot of nice trace elements. We'll put the molasses in when we add the water, so just tie the top of your pillowcase. Nice and tight. Sit that in there. Nice long string so as you don't lose it. And then we'll add some water. We'll add the molasses. Swish out. Then you want a nice heavy stick. This is going to help stir it around, but also weigh that bag down. Give it a good poke. You need to poke it, well, as much as you can through the day. So put this in an area that you go past a lot, and every time you walk past it, give it a jiggle and a poke up and down. That helps keep it aerobic and will also help deal with the pathogens in chook poo. So be aware not to let children near the area, because that's and wash your hands very well after handling it. We'll put this into another spot and show you one that we did earlier. Here's the Chook Poo Tea that I prepared a couple of weeks ago, and it's really pretty ready. It's been sitting in there for a couple of weeks. Give it a little bit more of a poke there. Okay. So I have this on the way to the chook pen, so every time I walk past I give it a poke. We're just going to put that into that bucket for now. That's going to go onto the compost. Then pop it a bit into here. Err on the weaker side, if any. 1 to 4, or even more diluted. Give it a little swizzle. Yeah, ready to go. I could do another one actually. Fill it right up. Right to go. Okay, we're going to dispose of that Chook Poo Tea leftovers into this lovely compost. Lots of worms in it. Yeah, beautiful. They'll enjoy this. Okay. Roll it up like that. We're actually going to, I'm going to spread that out. And that's going to stay on top because it's cotton and it'll just decompose as well. Give my hands a much better wash inside later. There we go. It's good to use this Chook Poo Tea on young plants. You need to be careful not to get it onto food that you're about to eat, and ideally on fruit and vegetables that are a long way away from the root system, or they're quite young like this and still got a lot of growing to do. So here's some rocket, young rocket that we'll pop it onto. They'll respond really well to this. Then we'll put a bit over our manure crop that we've got over here. Excellent. I'm just going to put the hose in the top of this tub too to fill that up a bit more. Chook Poo Tea. Coffee and rain, who could want for more?
Say it again more slow and quietly.
Coffee. Coffee and rain, who could want for more? Listen to the sound of that. That wraps up Chook Chat for this edition. Chooks are fabulous. They teach us how to make such good use of things. They help us to garden, help us to cook. Yeah, look forward to next time. We're going to talk about super mash, what all the ingredients are in super mash and how and why it's great for your chooks. Remember to check out Chook Chat, Cheryl's Chook Chat on Facebook, a new page up there, a new group. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.